All right, so I'm so happy that Helix was like they're kind of like not working for me anymore. So kind of killed two birds with one stone. So I sold my Axe FX3, which I kind of wasn't that into just as a studio thing. I wasn't really using the amps for recording. I like recording with amps. So I sold it, and then, well, you guys know I try to I would use the Axe effects in my loops with my amps for effects only, and it was great. And then I tried to do the same thing with the Line 6, and it just didn't happen for me. So the long and the short of it, I was like, you know what? Let me just get an FM9, and then that's it, and just call it a day. So here it is. It's down here. I've got it on the camera. So I'm gonna just take 5 minutes. It's gonna be quick. Make sure everything's recording. It should be. Anyway, here it is. So I'm just I basically blew the whole thing out and restored it to factory. And I've got like because I had an FM9 about a year ago for maybe 6 months, and then I was using it for church, and then everybody was like using Helixes. I thought, well, maybe I'll just get the Helix, and I got the Axe 3, and anyway, needless to say, it's back. So this I got the Screamin' Smokin' trade deal on, and it's an FM9 turbo on a little pedal board with a little EV2 on it. So I think you can move it over, you can see it. Yeah, there you go. Make it a little better. There you go. Anyway, I did learn a lot about how I like to lay these things out with the Helix. So I kind of got a template started here. Haven't dialed the sounds in, just getting like everything laid out. So this is basically you come in here, you go here, you return on the return, and you come to the end. That's like, think of it like a pedal board, but into two things. So I've got the compressor first, which I haven't touched. It's just whatever. Then the volume pedal. Can't be a church guitar player without a volume pedal. Then I've got two drives. One's like an EB Pre. One's like an 808. I guess like the Maxon. Then here I just put the Brit 2203 800. In the cabs, I did the Leon Todd TV Mix 7 and the Own Hammer Recto 412 together. I just like them. I don't know. We'll mess. I did that thing. I high cut them at about 8K. And then after, so this would be like considered like the loop, the underneath one. I've got a chorus. I've got a rotary chorus. Rotary. Okay, right. I haven't said anything. I just put them in place. And then delay 1 I set to quarter. Delay 2 I set to dotted eighth. Then I've got an always-on reverb, a little bit of London plate. Learned a lot about that. It really helps these things to feel better live a little, because you get a little bit more of natural reverb with an amp than you do kind of in-ears with a modeler. I think Leon Todd, I learned a little of that from Leon Todd. So there's my reverb 1, which is just London plate. Then reverb 2, I just put the Nimbustrosidus. I don't know. I'm going to make this the big church reverb, for church. And then the last thing I put here was a GEQ, which I boosted 3 dBs. So this works as like a solo boost. And I just boosted a little kind of 1-2K, just starting out. So here's the amp. It's just the 2203. So, and this is all set up. So you can kind of watch as I do this. I'm just messing with this here. So this is just like a 7K cut on the cabinets. And you can do a slight pan on these cabinets for stereo, give it a nice little drift. These are all center pan because most gigging is all mono. So you'll see that's why it says template mono. So this is like my mono template. I'll just keep kind of saving as I go. I'm kind of doing this. I threw everything in place and then went inside and screwed my head on straight. Had to have some nuts. So, yeah. So now we're down on the foot pedal. You see it? The first one is called Boost, which is just going to be like that little step up. It's the EB booster, I guess, like Echoplex or EP? BB. I don't know. It's just a lot of a boost. Save it as I go. Save it with it off. Yeah, so that like, this could be my like if I'm doing like a real 70s, then it's more of an 80s rhythm. Then the next one over, and you'll see these are red. This signifies like gain, overdrive, fuzz, whatever. This is just the 808 max. That's nice. You'll see when I go into this mode, if I hit here is solo, that's going to turn on the GEQ. Okay? So check it out. So we're on to this. We're putting on the 808. You see it's on, and then you look at the GEQ with a 3 dB boost. So it's you'll see it. I'll show. You'll see it when it comes on. So here's like without. Clack thing here. Let's see what that is. That's a little bit in there. It could be in the profile. That's better. I am usually a presence down guy. I am definitely a presence down guy. I had a little depth. Oh, it's on bright. Let me see. Maybe I liked bright. Let me try that again. Let me go back to bright. Turn this down. Let's try that. Yeah, that's adding a little of that clank. I get it. Treble off, right? Whatever I did, just kind of messing till it sounds. Let me go through these cabs real quick. Let's mute the own hammer. Yeah, it's the way the pick is hitting it too. Probably a little and then get rid of the LT7. Yeah, see, the LT7 is a little, but he loves, you know, because he wants that thing to cut, which I get. Ah, see, I like that. That's bringing down the LT cab a little bit, leaving the own hammer in there a little loud. Yeah, it's making the pick attack more delectable. We'll just leave it as it is right now. We'll go back here. So check it out. So yeah, so this is boost, right? Here's the 8. Now here, this is quarter delay. Dotted eighth. This is the solo boost. This works as tap tempo, the last one to the right here on the bottom. And if you hold it, it's your tuner. You hold it. A lot of tuning. Yep. The weather's been crazy here. And then chorus is here. Again, nothing set, just in place. Rotary, I could set a trem. And then this is going to be the big verb. On here. Save where we're at. So then you'll see also again this reverb is on all the time. That's that little London play. To one degree or another. Now, I may do is switch this, not have boost here necessarily. Maybe go between 2 amps. One that's like kind of cleaner edge of breakup, and then click, and then more into like a Marshall or, you know, a Bogner or something. But that's kind of the way I have it laid out. That's to a certain degree how I had the Helix laid out. It's very simple. And then what I do is I work kind of from that. So then I can set up a few different presets with different amp combinations for different bands, different reverb settings, you know, like for rock bands it probably wouldn't have, you know, this. Probably not so much that. But, you know, for church that would definitely work. Yeah, right? You can go like this, then you can, you know. I need to work on that. I'll figure that out because we got to be able to. At church, he calls it whale sounds, where I got to do all the. I want to put a reverse delay in here. There's a few things I want to do. I'm going to be in LA this weekend, and then when I get home, I'm going to mess with this. But there it is. So I'm pretty stoked. I'm really stoked, actually. So I haven't been playing, as you couldn't tell. My hands are fine. My mind is not really here. I've been futzing with this. You know, I've been on the Helix for like a year, so I got on this and I was like, I couldn't even think of how it worked. It was weird. But once I sat with it for a minute and watched a couple of the videos, I was like, oh yeah, I remember how to do this. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. That's it. I'm happy.